Welcome everyone to another episode of Starmade. Heck yeah! In today's episode we shall do a little bit of building. It's been a while since I recorded the last episode, maybe about a week or so. That has several reasons, one of which is a few builders have been outside my house making a lot of noise during the day, rendering recording nearly impossible. Also, I've been sick a little bit. It's just a minor cold, you might still be able to hear it. But I'm totally up to do some more building on my planet. We shall start by terraforming a little bit, just, a few minutes in time-lapse. And after that we are gonna continue with the Mothership. Yay! Slowly but surely we're getting some color onto the planet. I was getting sick of the sand color all the time. That's all we could have a look at. And now we're finally getting some color in it. Purple and green, I think those are really nice. I'm also gonna keep a bunch of sand in the middle, but in the process of terraforming this planet we are gonna flatten everything out. We're gonna get rid of all these hills and we're gonna fill everything out with green around, and in the center we're gonna have some sort of a lake, or at least a fake lake, however you can do it in Starmade. But it's gonna look weird at the beginning because I'm gonna make this all green, and after that we can, get some buildings onto it, dig some out in order to get streets going, maybe some lamps and stuff. But to begin with, I want a green flat area where we basically can start with our creative builds, and I'm gonna make it look natural again, so don't worry, it's not gonna be all flat and boring in the end, but to begin with we need some terrain where we can properly build some stuff. So that's what I'm doing here, and it doesn't matter in what way I do it now. I don't have to make sure that it is all nice and symmetrical, I just have to fill this out with green, and that's a nice relaxing job. that we can do every now and then, but I'm probably not gonna end this for today's video because I want to spend some time on other projects as well. And what is that? That looks like a human standing, the shadow. Well, with a lot of fantasy, but there is something in the air. There we go. There's a bunch of plants in the air. Anyways, I will have to do a lot of fixing. You know, terraforming a planet is quite a project, I have to tell you. But other than that, let me just, you know, continue a little bit on that, and then we are gonna have a look at the mothership and what we can do for it. Right, so here she is, in case you haven't seen her so far with the HD textures. I'm really glad on how the hull looks. I like the HD textures. Not everyone will like them, but I think I'm gonna go with that texture pack. I like it the most of the three, and it's nice to have a little bit of a change and to have some nice HD going on. Even the helix tail looks a little bit better with those textures, but again, I have to do a lot of work on this tail, but that's not today's topic. I want to install a bunch of turrets on the roof. Is that the roof? What is the roof of a spaceship? On the top, I want to add one turret or maybe two turrets right here, another two up here, and a big one right there. I'm gonna go with my standard turret designs on the sides because I like those very much, but we are gonna design another turret right here, a really big and powerful one, also with different kinds of weapons. So that might be interesting. Another topic, if we have time, I want to tackle in today's episode is building a cockpit. So right now I am just in this view, exposed to all of the pirates. The only thing that keeps me safe are my shields, and we have to change that. We have to make a nice and secure surrounding here with a windshield, even though in space that's probably also called differently. But then again, my space English vocabulary is not particularly great. But enough babbling, let's get going. So here we are. I disabled the turrets that I previously installed because they were not functional the way I intended them to be, and I moved my spaceship a little bit so they get detached. That one is flying off there, the other one is just, you know, floating above our mothership, which is fine with me. I also bought one of my turrets. We're also gonna buy another one. Let's go into the catalog. Buy another one of those defenders. Nice, they're nicely lined up. Let's exit our ship, and now we have to go all the way out there. There we go, here they are. Whoa, no, gravity has caught me. Crap. So let's try to spawn a spaceship. Oh, the beacon has blinded me. I'm blind. Okay, I think we escaped it. Whew. I told you, assembling stuff above a planet is a bad idea. I should have told you. So, finally in the ship core, let's get to one of our docking stations. Make sure we have the docking beam enabled. And we want to face this way. Docking beam away! Oh, crap. I will have to change something about the design here, which is removing those. I don't even need those. There we go, got them removed. Dock, yeah, there we go. So let's exit, and we have spawned below the mothership, which is not good because I have to get all the way up back to my turret, and that was rather painful. But now we can activate the Bobby AI. Active. It's a turret, aim at any. Great. You're gonna do a great job, hopefully, and you are making a great addition to the mothership, I think. So, I'm gonna do the same thing for the other side, and I'll be right back. So, gravity gets me every time I want to grab a new ship, so I decided to install a gravity unit right here, facing upside down, and if I activate it, everything will be upside down and I will be falling into space until I've fallen enough and the game decides to release me again. As you can see, I was able to solve my gravity issue, but my stupidity issue still remains. Another interesting discovery I just made is that even though if you expand your docking area, as you can see, into one direction, so usually the size of this turret can fit with three expanding modules. As you can see, I've expanded it with 3 modules. But as you can see, the blue frame still points into the direction I put my other turrets, or the default direction of my mothership. That is quite interesting. I'm not sure, maybe I'm doing something totally, utterly wrong, but maybe I'm doing totally wrong, but I think... Totally wrong, but... Totally wrong, but I think we best solve this by making all of our turrets facing by default towards the front, and they will turn around by themselves when needed. Well guys, so here we are. The sun is rising above the horizon of the mothership, which is a good sign, so we can finally see something. I installed 4 turrets, 2 over there, another 2 over there, perfectly symmetrical of course, and they are gonna do a great job. I also installed another docking station right here, a little bit of a larger size. I don't think... Maybe I'm gonna expand it towards the sides a little bit, but I think for now that might be a good and nice area to build our next and bigger turret that is also gonna contain a bunch of missiles next to the antimatter cannons, which are, in my opinion, the most effective ones. The missiles, they are sometimes a little bit slow. But anyways, let's get building. I will need to consider that we have a lot more space because we do not need any thrusters, but also that I want to make it look kind of cool. So we are gonna need some space in order to build some nice structures around it using hulls. About like this. And we are also gonna make another power array into this direction to the front, leading all the way up to about here. Now we're gonna fill this up with shields, and we are gonna have our weapons computers inside of here. This one was the antimatter one, and we also have the missile array. Just gonna place them next to each other. They are gonna be inside the structure completely, so it doesn't really matter what we're doing with them as long as we have selected the correct one when placing the cannons. So we should think about the cannons right now. The cannons, there's gonna be 4 of them. So what we should do is select our antimatter cannons. Is that this one? I believe so. Let's get rid of one here. Oh, that was the wrong thing anyways. Never mind. Just doing a little bit of scaffolding here. What we want is our antimatter cannons to be facing right here. Let's see. Yeah, that's where I want them. Okay. So we're gonna expand them all the way to the front, like so. And we're gonna do the same thing on the bottom, right here. So we have 4 super large arrays, like that. Yeah, it seems to be nice. We're gonna get rid of one of those, and now we have the whole center to fill something up nicely, and we're gonna try to make a round shape out of this on the outside using holes. Let me continue with the build a little bit off camera, and I'll be right back. I'm definitely having some troubles here. I believe I have to get rid of a lot of stuff here. The turret looks too squarish. That is definitely not what we want. So let's get rid of everything above here, and instead of making the inside and everything functional, we are gonna make the hull first, so that we can have a nicely shaped thing going on here. So I believe we are simply gonna go up here, like that. Gonna bring this all the way over here. And we're gonna have one more block right here on the top. There we go. Should be doing the trick. Yeah, that's much better shape. It's much more round, looks much more like a turret. The only thing we have to do is maybe attempt to make this even rounder using some shapes. Some of those wedges that I like so much. Gonna place some of them like so. That's great, and the rest I believe we can fill up. Or maybe we're gonna place one more ice crystal like so and fill the rest up. Yeah, that looks much better. Much better. Much better! Oh geez, I was wondering what was wrong, and now we can make it even look better by placing some more wedges. And I believe I'm gonna go with green this time. Maybe we're gonna install a corner later on, but I believe for now that will do the job. Yeah, I like it. Now, I'm not sure if you can see it, but the sun has just gone down, which means it's gonna take a while until it comes back, and I do not have the time to wait for that. I'm gonna have to render the episode as soon as possible so that I can upload it for you guys today. But I think I'm gonna continue later on when I come back, and maybe I'm gonna start recording the next episode already, so it might not take another week or so. But other than that, I am happy with what we've done so far in today's episode, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great time, and hopefully see ya the next time. Woohoo!